Hey guys. I was talking to them.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I can't hear you, Cammy.
That is, never mind.
Okay, we are going to play a game tonight called Emoji Hunt. So,
Dun.
that's not like that.
My bad.
Okay, so how you play is there's going to be a phone number put on the screen up there, and you are going to get out your phones and type that into your messages.
If you don't type it into your phone, you probably won't win.
Yeah, it's a speedy game. You don't want to lose.
And you got to be fast.
Okay, and also once you get that number typed in, you want to send your name or else you're not going to win.
Also not going to win without phone number and name. So type in your name right now. Wow. Hannah, Matea, McKenna, Grady, Kate.
Hey, don't read everyone's name. Okay, so once everyone gets their name sent in, there will be a list of random emojis up there, 4 of them. And the first person to find them on their phone and send them in, the first text we get wins with the correct emojis.
In order. You guys got it?
So if your messages don't really send in
Let's give
here...
them 5 more seconds to send in their name.
Okay.
5, 4,
you got it?
3, 2, 1. Okay. Who's ready for the first round?
Let's go. Ready.
First one to type in those 4 emojis.
Those are tricky ones. I bet those aren't in your recents.
I don't have any of those. I don't think I've ever used the juggler.
I've never even seen the juggler. What's the W for? You haven't gotten it yet? Oh, typing.
I'm seeing a lot of people typing.
You don't have those? Okay, so people...
I'm not getting anything. Well, those aren't the emojis.
So apparently these are not in the phone.
Okay, wait. Let's give it to Hayden. Hayden got the closest.
Hayden wins this round.
Hayden, where are you, Hayden? Wow,
Nice.
good job.
Okay, we'll try again.
Next round.
Oh, man. Hopefully you have these ones.
Yep. Have you ever used the mountain biker?
I don't think these are emojis. Wait. Oh, wait, whose is this? They're sending them like...
Oh!
Taylor.
Taylor is our winner. Where's Taylor?
Who's Taylor? She
wow,
wins.
Good job.
Nice. Okay.
Hey, one more round, everybody.
No, 2 more.
Oh, 2 more. My bad. Oh,
okay.
I definitely have the thumbs up one in my recent.
It's like the farmer.
Oh, it's kind of like Thanksgiving.
Ooh, fun. For Thanksgiving.
Fun. Who's got it? Someone types farmer.
No.
Someone types farmer.
Noah.
Anybody got them? Anybody? I'm not getting anything.
Do you guys have these?
Okay, Eli typed them all out. Oh. Anybody find them? Did you find them? Oh. Isabel. I got Isabel. Who's Isabel? Who is... Oh, over there.
Okay.
Great job. Okay,
one more round. Oh.
I know I've seen the rainbow.
I've seen this one.
Except I've never seen it like that.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Canceled. Exactly.
Are you not typing any? Oh.
What? Wait, did he give up?
I'm still not seeing the winner. Has anybody got it? Anybody found him? Oh. Addie? Wow, good job.
Good job. Okay. Great game, everyone. I can tell you all really tried your best.
Good effort.
Who's ready to play a new game?
This game is called Canceled. So we're going to need 2 high school volunteers and 1 adult leader. The 2 high schoolers are going to battle out against the 1
really
adult
wants to
leader.
play.
Nick?
Yeah, you guys can come up.
Uh-oh.
They are going to work as a team. You guys are trying to beat Nick, okay?
You guys are going to battle out against Nick to guess which social media got canceled. Which app got canceled. So Nick is the first. Yeah, so the first person. Should I read that? Do you love social media? Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. There have been many different types of social media platforms. Can you guess which one were canceled? So you guys will try to guess which social media platform got canceled based on the clue. If Nick gets it right the first time, he gets 3 points. If he gets it wrong, it gets passed on to you guys who get the chance to steal a point. And then you guys rotate. So now let's get on with the first question.
Oh, are you going to win those, Nick?
This is just an example, by the way. So you guys will try to guess
Practice round.
One of them, Nick has guessed MySpace. What do you guys guess? MySpace.
Oh, okay.
What's the correct answer? MySpace.
So
Okay.
Nick would have gotten a point.
Nick would have gotten 3 points for that. Okay, so now on for the first round.
A social media legend that helped propel video into the limelight. This app helped set the bar for short form video until it was acquired by Twitter.
Nick, do you know the answer based off of those 4?
Vine, A?
He guessed Vine. Is Vine correct? Nick has 2 points.
3.
Okay, Nick has 3 points. Never mind. Nick's going.
No, so now you guys get to go first.
Okay, so now it's you guys' turn to guess this next one. After launching in 2014, the anonymous messaging mobile app gained momentum quickly among young adults, valued at $400 million at its peak. Do you guys know what it is? A, B, C, or D?
Hey, this is just you guys.
Which one's your guess? I bet you Nick probably knows it.
D.
They guess D. Is that right? Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh, 0 points. Okay,
No points.
2 more rounds.
2 more rounds. Okay. This Apple-owned social networking site had an obvious emphasis on music and was lucky enough to launch with more than 1 million users in 2010.
Is it A, B, C, or D? Does Nick know the answer? Do you guys know it?
Nick gets to go first.
It is Nick's chance to take the lead and probably win. Actually, if Nick gets this right, he wins.
Oh, shoot.
The high schoolers won last week.
I'm going to go with B.
B. Is B correct?
Oh, man.
Wow. Nick won 6 points. We'll just do another
Okay,
one for
Nick,
fun.
you get all this candy.
Should we do the next round just for fun?
Oh, we could.
See if they can get some points.
Sure.
One of the original social networks to make noise before Facebook. This network dominated the Asian market since it launched in 2002.
If you guys get this, you
Well,
win.
You'll also get some candy.
Sorry.
So,
If they get this, they win.
do you guys got any guesses? A, B, C, or D? Take your guess. You better hurry.
C.
He guesses C. Is C correct?
Oh!
Nick has to split the candy.
Yeah, you guys can share.
Thanks for volunteering. Oh,
Okay, everyone, on your feet for some worship.
let's get ready to worship, you guys.
Oh, my.
What's going on, everybody? Keep your hands like this. Eyes wide, I'm set on you. You made bursting like heaven in motion. Jesus, you make me new. I'm pressing on with my back to the past. And oh, let the young see visions of the future. And I sing, whoa, let the old dream dreams again. In my world, God, do a new thing. Know you're moving. Come on, sing it out. In my world, chain reaction of holy passion. 1, 2, 3, jump. God, do a new thing. I know you're moving. In my world, God, do a new thing. I know you're moving. Come on, everyone sing. In my world, reaction, holy passion. 1, 2, 3, go. Shout of praise. Let's get those hands going. At break of day, in hope we rise. We speak your name. We lift our eyes, tune our hearts to your beat. Where we walk, there you'll be, with fire in our eyes, our lives alight, your love untamed, it's blazing out, streets will glow, forever bright, your glory's breaking through the night. Come on, sing it out. You will never fade away, your love is here to stay, by my side in my life, shining through me every day. You will never fade away, love is here to stay, by my side in my life, shining through me every day. Forever bright, the glory's breaking through the night.
You will never fade away. Your love is here to stay. By my side in my life, shining through me every day. You will never fade away. Your love is here to stay. By my side in my life, shining through me every day.
This next part, I want everyone to sing forever, all right? Let's try it. Ready? Forever, forever, forever in your love. 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 You will never fade away. Your love is here to stay by my side in my life, shining through me every day. You will never fade away. Your love is here to stay by my side in my life, shining through me every day. Wake within me, wake within me. You're in my heart forever. Wake within me, wake within me. You're in my heart forever. Amen. You guys can have a seat.
I'll tell you guys, last week, it was everything I could do not to say from the stage, hey, guys, next week is canceled, because I thought it'd be funny. But Tyler said that nobody would show up. But hey, we're in a series called Canceled now. So now you guys know. So next week, we're going to talk about canceled as well. So if you hear the word canceled, don't think, oh, next week is canceled. It's not. We're just talking about canceled. And it's great. But we're going into this series called Canceled. And I thought to myself, hey, there are a few things that I think we should cancel. All right, so I'm going to share them with you. I wrote them down so I didn't forget. Pandemics, like just in general, any, right? Like canceled, right? Okay, all right, I thought you'd agree with that. Here's another one, and this might cause a little controversy, but I'm pretty confident in my decision to cancel this. Reusable straws. Like, how do you wash the things, right? And then the paper straws that just disintegrate, yeah, cancel those. Yeah, don't want those. Here we go, more controversy here. But this is my personal style opinion. I think we should cancel Crocs. You know, Crocs are out. Crocs are out. You know, Vans are cool, Vans are in, Crocs out, you know. Sorry, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Sorry, broken hearts, but I'm going to call the company and we'll see what we can do. I think this is one that we can all agree on. Okay, this one's a pretty obvious one. Last month's TikTok trend. Like, it's so last month. Like, I don't know what it was, but it should be canceled. Right? Like, these are legit things that should be canceled. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Some things are better canceled. But very specifically, we're going to actually talk about cancel culture. Right? So this idea of cancel culture. And let's dive into cancel culture, because you're seeing it more and more now, and you're having a lot of old people talk about cancel culture. But the reality is that cancel culture has been around for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years. Like, it's nothing that is brand new. You're like, what? I thought we invented it. No, you didn't. Social media just amplifies it. But cancel culture is this. It's pretty simple. Right? There are three aspects of cancel culture. There's the call out. Okay? So calling somebody out when you're like, hey, you're an idiot. Stop it. You know? Or, hey, you did me wrong. Like, it could be in a positive way, but calling somebody out in public and saying, hey, I don't think you should do that anymore. The call out. Then there's shame, right? The shaming. And this is something that we see more and more, obviously, because we're all connected. The shaming, the public shaming, the like, hey, you're different than me, so I don't like you, and I have all these mean things to say about you. The shame, right? So you have call out, you have shame, and then you have this idea of canceling things, right? And sometimes canceling things, like I said, isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Like pineapple on pizza, canceled. Like, it's terrible. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. Nope. So there are some things that should be canceled, but this is where the problem lies. When you take all three of those ingredients, the call out, the shaming, and the canceling, and you put them into one, the problem lies is where they all meet in the center, and it creates cancel culture. That's where the problem lies. Because this idea of cancel culture is suggesting all in itself like, hey, we should cancel who you are because you're the worst and I disagree with how you live your life. And it's like, okay, that was shame and canceling all in the same and calling out. This is where the problem lies. So canceling things is not inherently bad. Calling out some people sometimes is okay. But when you add those two with shame, that's when it becomes a problem, right? And we see it all the time. I even think back when I was in high school. I partook in this. I have a particular experience where I was incredibly cruel to somebody. How many of you have ever been cruel to somebody? Not your best friend, because that's normal. Okay, all right, that's fair. I remember it was my junior year of high school, and you guys know that I was on the wrestling team. My junior year of high school, I was the captain of the team. In my head, I was the guy. Like, hey, the team followed me. Whatever I did, the team did. That's what I had in my head. Right or wrong, maybe, I don't know. But we had this new kid come in. His name was Ben, right? And I was a giant at the time, so I was wrestling at 125 pounds. And I was varsity at 125, and this new kid, Ben, comes in. And he's homeschooled, right? So as public school kids, what do you do with homeschool kids? No, you don't make fun of. That's so rude. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what we did, right? So we started making fun of Ben because he was homeschooled. We're like, who's this kid? Like, and this is the thing about Ben. I'm a short guy, but Ben was extra short, right? So my junior year, I was about the height I am now. I haven't grown since. And 125 pounds. Ben was like 5'2" and 125 pounds. Yeah, he was really tiny. But he was really jacked. Like, he comes in, he's all muscle, and he comes in and he starts talking trash back to us. Like, we're sitting around and we're warming up, very first practice, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to make varsity. I'm going to be the best on this team. And he didn't know at the time that was my spot. I'm like, who do you think you are? Like, I don't think so. And I'm just listening at this point in time, and Ben's like, yeah, who is varsity at 125? Who am I going to beat? And, like, the whole team starts laughing because they were like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. And so I took it upon myself. I was like, perfect. I'm going to be a good, God-fearing, faith individual, and I'm going to make this kid quit. Like, that was my goal. You know, super kind, right? I was like, no way. And so I stood up. I was like, dude, no offense. I hope you take some, though. You're not even close to my level. I was like, sorry. Like, you can try. It's fine. Every practice from there on out, we picked on this kid, and we ridiculed this kid. I mean, he dished it back for sure, because you're in high school, but it was bad. And I whooped up on this kid. And we got to districts, and even on JV, he made it. And we are in our hotel room, and he's in a different room, and we're in a different room, and we all decided to bring some airsoft guns. Good idea with a bunch of high school guys, right? Yeah, our coaches go to bed, and we knew exactly the rotation that our coaches did in the hallway, because you know coaches, they're always going through. We knew at about 2:30 they were going to go to sleep, and so we're like, sweet, this is our time. At 2:30, we open our door, we check the hallway, nobody was there, we're good. We take our airsoft guns, and we run over, and we knock on Ben's door, and he had somebody else in there. We had a man on the inside, and so he opened the door for us. Ben is sleeping. We go up to Ben. We don't shoot him from a distance. We go right up, touch his skin, and we all shoot him with our airsoft guns. I know. He woke up pretty instantly. He's bleeding at this point in time. We're laughing, and we take off running. And I look back on that, I'm like, you're the worst. Like, it was so cruel. It was so bad. And, like, I wish I could change it, but, like, it was terrible. And it was just this cruel moment where, as a kid, I was like, man, this is hilarious. This is funny. I'm showing this kid where his place is on the team. And now I look back, and I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, why would you do that? But it's this idea of cancel culture where it's like, hey, you're different than me, so I'm going to shame you, I'm going to ridicule you, I'm going to put you down until you either quit whatever you're doing or you leave me alone. Or even maybe it's on a different level where you're like, I'm not going to sit by you because you look different or you hang out with different people. See, cancel culture wasn't invented by this generation or the one before you or the one after you. It's been around for years. Right? We can even go back in the Bible to John chapter 4 and see some of these same things happening, the same ridicule. Right? If we go to John chapter 4, verse 1, it says, Jesus knew the Pharisees had heard that he was baptizing and making more disciples than John. Though Jesus himself didn't baptize them, his disciples did. So he left Judea and returned to Galilee. He had to go through Samaria on the way. Eventually, he came to the Samaritan village of Sychar, near the field that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, tired from the long walk, sat wearily beside the well about noontime. Okay, a couple of things you need to observe. He was going to Samaria. Now, Jews and the Samaritans, they did not get along, right? Like, they absolutely couldn't stand each other. They want to talk to each other. They want to hang out with each other because they were different, right? I mean, basically, they were just different. And so they avoided each other like the plague. And so Jesus is going to this place. Okay, that's the first thing to note. The second thing to note is that Jesus goes to this well about noontime. It is boiling hot. It's not like winter in the PNW. It is boiling hot. So there's nobody else there. Okay, story continues. Verse 7. Soon a Samaritan woman came to draw water, and Jesus said to her, "Please give me a drink." He was alone at the time because his disciples had gone into the village to buy some food. The woman was surprised, for Jews refused to have anything to do with Samaritans. She said to Jesus, "You are a Jew, and I am a Samaritan woman. Why are you asking me for a drink?" So even the people that are getting like shunned and mocked, even she knew. She's like, "This is weird. Why are you talking to me? Like, what is going on?" But there's a couple of things you got to ask. Like, why is this Samaritan woman going to the well in the middle of the day when it's boiling hot and nobody else is going to the well? See, we continue on in the story, and if we go through the chapter 4, Jesus starts asking her these questions because she doesn't know that he is the Messiah at this point in time. And then he explains to her, hey, listen, the water in the well, that's not going to save you. You need the water of life, me. And then she finally gets convinced, right? And she's like, okay, sweet, give me that water. And he goes, go home and get your husband. Now we're going to find out why she was at the well. And she goes, I don't have a husband. And Jesus, bold, he goes, yeah, you're right. You had 5 husbands, you left all of them, and now you're sleeping with the man that you're currently with that you're not married to. Bold statement, Jesus. But here's the difference. That's a call out, but Jesus didn't combine that with shame and cancel. Jesus combined the call out with love and care. He's saying, hey, you need me. I know about you. I am the Messiah. I am the one true God. You need me. See, this was the major difference in how Jesus dealt with this Samaritan woman versus all the other people, all the other Jews, even the disciples. Jesus valued her. See, we look at our culture today, and that is gone. Value amongst peers, value amongst different types of people. Jesus valued her, and better yet, she valued Jesus. So you see this cancel culture? You want to stop it? Value the person that is different than you. Look at them and find something that you're like, that's unique. That's gifted. I value who you are. If we would look at each other and start valuing each other, we wouldn't have this cancel culture. We wouldn't be so divided. We wouldn't have all these things where we're mocking and ridiculing people when they just need to be loved by Jesus just like you do. They valued each other. Right? We can continue on and even see the disciples' response to this. If we go down to verse 27, just then, his disciples came back. They were shocked to find him talking to a woman, but none of them had the nerve to ask, what do you want with her? Or why are you talking to her? Right? Like even the disciples, followers of Jesus, are going, this is different. Like why? I don't understand. See, just because maybe you're walking a pretty decent life doesn't mean you are walking the life that Jesus is calling you to walk. If we would value each other more, we would have less of this cancel culture. Because this is the reality. And this is what many people aren't okay with. It's okay to have differences. It's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, right? Like, even looking at me in high school, like, Ben was different than us. That didn't give me the right to pick on him all season. If I would have seen value in him, if I'd have been like, hey, you know what? You're a little bit younger than me in this sport. I'm going to take you under my wing, and I'm going to teach you so that you can, next year, be the man on varsity. But it takes showing or seeing value in other people and being okay that we're different. Like, we have this burning desire that everyone must agree with everything we say or believe in, and everyone must act exactly like how we are. Like, that's insanity. It's never going to happen. Stop trying to get people to do that, and stop hating people because they are different than you. Jesus didn't. Jesus showed her love. See, this is the reality. The reality is that we can solve this entire cancel culture, all of it, if we would just love people who aren't like you. Love people who aren't like you. You want to get along more? Love people who aren't like you. You want to see more love and kindness and grace in the world? Love people who aren't like you. You want to see less division, less arguing, less mocking and ridiculing? Love people who aren't like you. You want to see less depression, self-harm, and anxiety? Love people who aren't like you. Jesus did it. Jesus did it with a Samaritan woman who nobody would talk to. A Samaritan woman who everybody avoided. How many times have you been walking past somebody that you're like, I don't know, and you walked around them? What would happen if you said hi to them instead? How many times have you switched tables to sit with somebody that maybe you liked better because they weren't different? What would happen if you just saw value in them and you loved them and you had a conversation with them? What do you think would happen? This world would change. This world would shift. See, we're talking about this idea of cancel culture and how it's just running rampant right now. What if we shifted it 180 degrees and went 100% opposite? And they're like, good Lord, would you stop loving people? What if that broke the news? Like, man, social media, it's turning into the kindest place on the planet. Like, that should be the goal. But it's very simple because Jesus showed us this, and he even showed his disciples who had ifs and doubts as well, just like maybe you do, because it's scary sometimes meeting somebody new. It's scary sometimes trying to build a relationship with somebody who's different than you. But Jesus taught us to love people who aren't like us. So that's your challenge. Love people who aren't like you. If you're a follower of Jesus, Jesus is calling you to do it. If you're not a follower of Jesus, try it out. What's the harm? What harm can be done from it? Test it. Test Jesus. Test his way. Follower or not follower? Try it. Love people who aren't like you. Let's pray. Heavenly Father God, I just pray that we will open our eyes, that we will see you and your love and your truth. God, I pray that we will see each other and see value. God, that instead of seeing different and strange, God, that we'll see value and uniqueness. God, I pray that we'll see that in each other. I pray that we can start having conversations where we can speak your truth because your truth does not change, but show love in the same conversation. God, I pray that we will become united and not divided. That we will come together and say, you know what? You are different than me. That's okay. You know what? You do live life a little different than me. Let's follow Jesus together. God, I pray that you will be at the center of it all and that we'll try it this week. That we will make an attempt to love people who aren't like us. God, you showed us that example. And I pray that this week we will try it. It's in your son's name we pray. Amen.
Hey, Cammy, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
My favorite is mashed potatoes with extra gravy.
Nice. Okay, we have Thanksgiving next week on Thursday. However,
Make sure to come to midweek next Wednesday because we are still coming, still doing it. Yeah.
so
That's
still
what I meant.
come.
Yeah, and
Okay.
bring all your friends.
Now there's a recap of the message.
You hear a lot about canceled culture these days. You know, when people, usually online, attack or dismiss someone or something that they disagree with. Sometimes, I think we can be a little too quick to cancel and be cruel, not just online, but offline in relationships as well. In Jesus' time, people were often dismissed because of sin, sickness, or from being from a different culture. But Jesus challenged our tendency to dismiss people who are not like us by making outcasts the center of his teachings, his miracles, and his parables. Here was Jesus' point. Love people who are not like you. Don't be so quick to cancel people out.